BIIB, we see this on here every day. They're walking into a big PDUFA date. I know that. It's interesting that they're starting to pick up these big names too. Facebook, Amazon, Google, they're all on here. More solar. We've been seeing solar on here quite some time. We had that FedEx trade. Now we're seeing UPS. That's just where my brain starts to go. I go back, TAN, another solar. We're starting, I mean, TAN, and I think we see this, another one, we see it on here. Look at any day, 11 results, but they're all right now. TAN is a solar ETF. So, you know, that's of interest to me. Now, what is, so here, I want to dive into that a little bit because, you know, the questions that we always get are going to be, okay, great, what does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what it means. What it means is, let me just pull up our week ahead. In our week ahead and in our coaching group 2 weeks ago, we did a whole class, coaching students, right? We did a whole class on solar. And we did a whole class on solar because TAN was seeing some unusual option activity. So the sector was definitely kind of in play. And so then in the week ahead, the trade that we found was Fissler, FSLR for solar. And kind of the same thing, right? The sectors are all moving together. And we talk overall quite a bit about, you know, beta. Beta is going to tell us, like if a stock has a beta of 1 and the overall market's up 5%, you could therefore expect the stock with a beta of 1 to be up 5% because of its beta. If it's naturally down 3%, that stock will be up 2% for that given day. Beta is going to tell us systematic risk to the entire system. So we use relative value, comparing one thing against another. And are there people on here that are not members? Just curious. I just want to make sure that I know the full audience. Okay, most. The ones who aren't members, if you want to be, Pablo and I share futures and option trades every Sunday. And the trades that we shared for unusual option activity are going to be, you know, IMGN, HOG, and this FSLR. And the reason we shared FSLR is because we kept seeing TAN over and over and over again. So then we drilled into the solar sector because solar was obviously in play. And I think that we can see from, you know, the chart that solar is obviously, you know, in play, right? Yeah, Fissler's working out great because it's just getting dragged up with all of solar. So how I tie that back in when I talked about beta, stocks have, every stock has got a beta. It's the risk to the entire system. Not only does every stock have a beta, well, all the stocks in the solar sector, a percentage of their behavior, of their movement, is because of the sector. Now, obviously, the individual companies are going to matter as well, and management's going to matter as well. But if the solar sector is up 200% in a given year, every single solar company, you know, that's not corrupt, right? That doesn't have tail risk. And tail risk is, you know, you have a criminal running the organization. Every single solar company is therefore going to be up. Why didn't we go with TAN? Eric, I'm going to send you, Eric's a new coaching student. Eric, I'd like you to send you the entire class that we did on solar, just so you could understand, you know, we did a full hour. Okay, I'm going to make a note, guys. We so appreciate you guys trying this tool and being with us. I'm going to send that class to everybody. I'd love you to watch it. I think it'll give you a really good idea of how we're using this tool. Okay. And Pablo and I talked this morning. One of the improvements that we're going to have with this tool is once we see something like TAN or SPWR is on here a ton. You know, when you go through these different, and if you go through all these different solar stocks, they're just filling this thing up. It'd be awesome if we can, you know, just search using this tool. Okay, I just want to look at solar stocks. I just want to look at anything in that solar industry to see where that unusual option activity is. Okay, so to answer the question, why not TAN? We'll send you that video. We want you to watch it. You know, it's a really, hopefully you'll find a clear explanation of how we find trades once we dig into a sector. We see everyone's got additions. Patience with us, guys. Patience, patience, patience. We have a plan. It's all set. Freddie, that's part of the plan. Perhaps you can set a column that will designate the sector for each stock. We are absolutely doing that, but let us keep improving and keep working on this.
One sector, Jonathan, that it's on the second page. When you were showing the 21 results
Yes.
for the implied versus, there you go. So on the second page, there's a name that continues popping up, which is LLNW.
Yeah, I've been seeing that a ton.
Yeah, it's Limelight Networks. So they had a cluster earlier in the year, but now their cluster is just, I mean, back to back to back to back. So,
yeah, so this is in play, guys. That is exactly what we call in play. Yeah, I mean, oh, cool. Bob, you're in this one? Bob's a long-term coaching client, understands exactly, you know, our approach, what we're looking to do. Bob, what was something that really caught your eye about this one? And is this format okay for you guys? I'd rather do this than be robotic and just take you through this. You know, you guys can read this and ask questions. I always think it's better if we can kind of apply this information in these classes. So hopefully that's okay for you. If it's not, just ask questions, give feedback. Okay, cool. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Okay. So when I see a name like this, LLNW, I mean, obviously this thing is pounding the sheet, right? I like to go to any date to see, you know, how it showed up in the past. This is something I love. I love that we go back to 2016 and we only have 11 results. But I look at it more so as October 12th, October 9th, it's kind of one result. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 of those days are really one result. They're back to back to back to back.